Hello everyone, welcome back to our economics class, and today's topic is causes of poverty in India, which is a 10 marks topic from unit number 3, national income, poverty and unemployment. In the last classes we have discussed topics like causes of unemployment, what are the measures to reduce the unemployment in a country, and today's topic is completely related with poverty. So before starting the concept, we'll just go through the introduction. Poverty is considered as a socio-economic phenomena. It is which phenomena? Socio and economic. Already I said you earlier, socio means related with health and education, and economic means which is related with money. So poverty is a socio and economic phenomena. That means it is affecting people economically, financially, physically, health and their education backgrounds also. So instead of using all these terms, we'll just use a term that is socio-economic. So poverty is a socio-economic phenomena. Poverty is a socio-economic phenomena where a part of the society in which a part of the society is unable to fulfill basic necessities of life. What is poverty? It is a socio-economic phenomena in which a part of the society is unable to fulfill the basic necessities of life, that is food, clothing and shelter, etc. So in simple terms, the persons who are unable to satisfy their basic necessities of life, like the persons who are unable to have food 3 times a day, the persons who are not having adequate clothing, the persons who are not having shelter to live. So food, cloth and shelter, these are considered as the basic necessities, basic needs of life. Okay, in order to survive in this world, what we require? Food, cloth and shelter. But there are some persons, okay, a part of the society is unable to fulfill the basic necessities of life like food, cloth and shelter, then such kind of persons are said to be in poverty. Okay, like I'll give you one example like how dangerous the poverty is to the country with the help of small example. Like you have seen in cartoons also that in jungles especially, in order to catch the animals, okay, the persons will be keeping traps. Okay, they'll be digging along, or else they'll be having some net. Okay, they'll be keeping, and again on that they'll be keeping some leaves and some fruits. For example, if they want to trap an elephant, they'll keep some so many of bananas on that net, then they'll be keeping leaves, then they'll be keeping the bananas. So what will happen? By seeing the bananas, the elephant will come into the trap. Even though an elephant is such a big animal, it won't be able to come out of that net easily. So poverty, you can consider it as a trap for poor people. Once a poor man comes under the trap of poverty, comes under the net of poverty, it is very difficult to come out of that poverty. In order to come to a normal position, it is very difficult for such kind of persons, those who are in poverty. What is poverty? The persons who are not able to satisfy minimum basic needs of life like food, cloth and shelter are considered to be as living in poverty. Let us see what are the causes of poverty in India, like why many people are poor, why there is still poverty in our country. Now in the first unit I have asked you a question that why India is still a developing country, why not a developed country. Okay, why we are not in competition with USA and UK? Because of this reason also, because our country, many people or much part of the society lives in poverty, we are not called as a developed country. So what are the causes of poverty in India? Let us have a glance. Concentration of economic power. Concentration of economic power. Significant development. Even though after the significant development after independence in India, significant means important, means after independence. So whenever independence took place, after that period there are much developments, much reforms in our country. Even though after such developments in India, the fruits of development are cornered. The fruits of development are cornered by only few rich, and it did not reach the poor. And it did not reach the poor means whatever the development is taking place, that is concentrated only by rich people. The fruits of development have been enjoyed by rich people, and that fruits did not even reach the poor people. In simple terms, all the money, all the economics, all the finance is going into the pockets of rich people. So the money is concentrated in the few pockets of rich, and it did not even reach the poor. So here you can find that there is disparity, income and wealth inequalities. Money is concentrated, economic power is concentrated by rich people, and it did not reach the poor sections. Alright, coming to the second point, this is also one of the reason why the poverty is there in our country. Why? Because economic power is enjoyed by only rich people and it is not enjoyed by the poor people. For example, if you want to go for a hospital for an checkup, so what rich people will do, they'll just book an appointment. As soon as they go, they can just get the permission for consulting the doctor. Whereas the poor people, you might have found in government hospitals that there will be a long queue, long line. They will be waiting from morning 4 a.m. Till morning 8 p.m. Morning 8 a.m. from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock. They will be standing in queues just for an appointment. So this is the disparity. So you can term all this problem as concentration of economic power in few rich pockets, and the poor are not getting the benefit. So poor are still poor, they are not getting the fruits of development, because of which there is poverty in India. Coming to second point, under exploitation of resources. There are two reasons over here. Important words are highlighted. In India, there is shortage of capital, first problem. Then second, there is non-availability of latest technology. We have also read in characteristics of developing economy, capital deficiency you read, which is the meaning of shortage of capital. Then you have also read low level of technology, right, or technological backwardness, which means non-availability of latest technology. Topics from in your second year will be interrelated, just you need to connect the topic. So in India, there is shortage of capital as well as there is non-availability of latest technology. These are the two problems why we are not using our resources completely. Let me tell you that it was a fact that India is one of the country which is blessed with maximum of natural resources. It may be gold, it may be silver, it may be any of the resource. Okay. India was one of the country in the whole world that we were having number of resources. Now the question arises, even though madam you are saying that our country is blessed with number of resources when compared to other countries, we were rich in natural resources, but still madam why our country is still poor? Because of under exploitation of resources. We have everything, but we don't have enough technology to make use of the resources. You know that under this, in order to know that which part of land is having natural resources, you require a scientist, Okay, for that you need to have capital. Then second thing, you must have latest technology and machines to extract the raw materials and resources from the earth. So we are neither having capital, we are neither having technology, because of which our resources are untapped. Untapped means not completely used. Previously I gave the example of a lemon. If you are taking a lemon juice with a lemon instrument, okay, then you will be just cutting it and keeping inside the instrument, and you will be taking the juice. Even after taking out the juice from the lemon, still you won't get the maximum satisfaction. Still you have the thinking that inside that used lemon also few drops of lemon juice might be there. Again you will be taking and pressing with your own hands, then some 4 to 5 drops will be coming out, then you will be getting the satisfaction that I have used my resource completely. But here we are not using it completely, we are not using it properly. So under exploitation of resources is also leading to poverty. We are having everything, but because of lack of capital and technology, we are unable to use it and become richer, because of which we are in poverty. Coming to third point, heavy population pressure. This is the basic problem for every kind of maximum problems. Like you see, in India the population is increasing at an alarming rate. Do you agree with this point? Yes. Like during 1950 to 51 it was 2.1%. Just keep this year in mind. During 1950 to 51 and 2000 the population growth rate was 2.1%, and suddenly it increased to 3.5%, and then again after that it have increased to 5.6% during 1981 to 2001. So from 2% increased to 5.6% per annum, which is much higher when compared to other countries. So rapid growth of population is a major cause for poverty. Like unemployment also, population was high, we were unable to provide jobs for each and every person, so the persons remained unemployed. So population was one of the cause for unemployment, and population is one of the cause for poverty. Always keep in mind that for any kind of problem, it may be poverty, it may be unemployment, it may be any kind of problem, the main reason behind will be the heavy population pressure. Unless we control our population, we cannot develop. Coming to fourth point, unemployment. Both in industry and as well as service sector, there is inadequate and insufficient development. You are having three sectors: agriculture, industry and service sector. But maximum of our people are uneducated, so they are working in only agriculture sector, they are not coming in industry and service sector. Plus these two sectors are not having enough development to grab the population here and provide employment. When they don't have employment, then will they have money? No. Without money, will you have savings? No. Without savings, can you satisfy all your basic needs of life? No. Without money, you can neither purchase food, you can neither purchase clothes, and you can neither purchase a house for your shelter. So basically unemployment is also a reason which results in poverty of a country. Coming to fifth point, low consumption of essentials. Two things again here, shortage and high prices. Shortage of what? Essential commodities. High prices of what? Essential commodities. What are essential commodities? Which are very important to us. So which commodities are important to us? The consumer goods. In first year you have read what are consumer goods. The goods which will satisfy a human want directly are called as consumer goods. That means these are necessary for us. When these essential and necessary commodities are less in quantity, that is they are having shortage. The second thing, they are having very high prices, then how can poor people afford to buy the basic needs? When the prices of consumer goods, example for prices of rice, the prices of vegetable, the prices of milk, fruits, etc. suddenly rise, then how can poor people purchase it for their survival? They cannot purchase it because of high prices, which makes the poor people more poorer. Okay, because of high prices, they won't be buying it. Okay, because they are not having enough money, because of which the poor people are becoming more poorer. What is the fifth cause of poverty? Low consumption of essentials. So totally 5 points we have discussed: concentration of economic power, under exploitation of resources, heavy population pressure, then unemployment, and fifth point is low consumption of essential. What was the topic name? Causes of poverty in India, which is a 10 marks topic. So we have discussed 5 points. We'll continue the next 5 points now.